Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Harmony. Little Big Red. Is it a coffee cup? I love it. Got mine ready to talk some tea today. Hey, Jeanette. Hey, Anna. Good. You can hear me. Awesome. Didn't know if you could hear me. The voice is in my head. Miss Dawn Draper. Saying hi to all our squirrel friends. Hey, squirrel friends. Thank you so much. And in case not everybody celebrates Merry Christmas, I have it turned this way. I don't want to offend anyone, but happy, is it second day of Hanukkah? Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. I got a different background because the Bravo one is so light that it washes me out. So are you sad that Eric is in Vegas? No. Because if he's not in Vegas, he's in New York, and he's not here to do shows in person. So I'm glad he's on the planet. Does that count? Hi, Lori. Hello. Hey, Chuck Lord. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. Hey, Blue Love. Hey, Shelly. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm crossing my fingers that Glammy's here. Going to be here. Oh, thank you. Let's get those likes started. So while Eric's out of town, we can keep these shows going. Caitlin M., are you Eric's husband? If I am, then he's cheating on me in Vegas. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Eric and I are partners, but we're business partners. We're not partners of the romantic sort. Hey, Queen Betsy. Getting all the likes out of the way. I like that. Do you see how I did that? I threw that in there. I know. What is this? Says Ellie. Ellie, this is a Bravo show where we talk, we give advice to people on what not to do, like some of your favorite characters on Bravo. We're keeping to the advice theme since we are editor's choice and advice. So we've got lots to talk about. Where's Glammy? Says Maximus' mom. On her way, finishing up, I don't know. We're hoping that she joins us in the next hour. So keep your fingers crossed. I know she's got a lot to say. Who are you married to, says Ellie? I don't know. Are you asking me to marry you, Ellie? What's happening here? We haven't even been on 5 minutes, and I'm already getting a proposal. Live broadcasts. Big Brother fan. Hello, Sarah. Lori R says, we don't mind, just you. Sweet. Thank you. I don't mind being runner-up. I have no problem with that. Is there a cash prize? I'm not a Bravo fan, just dropped into the show to support. You don't have to be a Bravo fan to be in the Bravo, because we talk about all kinds of stuff. But our main subject is Bravo. Absolutely. We love that. We can talk about it, get all our stuff that we've seen in this last week on Bravo out of the way. You know, it's kind of a therapy session, I think, for all of us as well. So that's good. Hello, Tess. Hey, lady, back to you. Second place, John, you get a diamond tiara. Ooh, thank you. My head's a little bare. I need something on it. Back at you, everyone. So, John, what are your thoughts from Joe leaving Survivor? Well, I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to share my thoughts in depth on Wednesday on our Survivor show. I'm hoping to have some special guests, crossing my fingers. Is there a cross your fingers little thingamajig on the bottom? No. Yes, but no, I'm not happy. Not happy. Especially since Eric tried to take it from me. He was my choice. I want a diamond tiara, says Kelly. I do too. We'll share mine. I've got one here somewhere, I think. I don't know. I had a mask. Does that do? How funny is it you got John? 5,000. Yeah, let's do it. I'll even start doing it too. Can I do it on my own? Oh, I can't because I'm reality recaps. Shoot. Bad move by the boys to vote Joe out. Oh, it's true, Tracy. So true. All right, so I'm going to do the official intro to the show, and then we'll just get started, and we're just going to just talk about all our Bravo stuff. All right? You guys can still hear me, right? I sound okay. I don't sound robotic. Just notified the show. Just got notified the show. Hey, Redheaded Michelle. Good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Awesome. All right. I'm going to do the official intro. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our Tea Time Bravo, where we talk and where we dish the tea. Now, normally I'm with my sidekicks, Princess Glammy and Eric at Your Reality Recaps, but both could not be here because Eric's in Vegas having fun, doing work and business, and Glammy's off, busy with the holidays. Hopefully she will jump in here during this show, and we will get to hear all her thoughts about what's going on with our favorite shows at Bravo. All right, but before we begin our show, guys, it would be great if you can go to our website at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron, become a patron. Any donation helps. Any small donation helps bring shows like this to you. It also helps you bring Eric's cooking shows, making his bath balls, all kinds of stuff. I might even jump in and do a cooking show too. You never know. Any kind of stuff helps us with that. When you become a patron, you get access to our exclusive group on Facebook where you can chat with us and get all kinds of little insider tips. You can also go to yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Whatever form of online payment or donation you prefer, we have it for you here. Also, too, a big thing that helps us out this holiday season is when you go to our website at yourrealityrecaps.com, you see that Amazon square? If you click on it just before you purchase your orders for this holiday season, a small percentage Amazon gives to us towards the website, towards content and shows like this. It doesn't even come out of your pocket. So if you're going to shop at Amazon anyway, go through our website first, and Amazon will give us a small percent. All right, guys, and of course, I'm John Richardson at Your Reality Recaps. You can follow me everywhere on social media at Comedy Jonah, and I'm excited to be here. My gosh, this is I think my third show by myself. What? This is crazy. Lots of people in the chat room. Oh my gosh, you guys, over 800 likes already. I just got done with the intro. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh. Did anyone see Krampus? There's a big Krampus festival thing that happened this weekend in LA. A lot of my friends went to this thing and the costumes looked amazing. Little Big Red, how soon after Teresa's released from jail do you expect to hear from her, and via what media outlet? Of course, we're going to hear from her Twitter, from Bravo, because she's going to be talking about the book she's releasing. It's all of her memoirs from jail. I'm kind of glad she's home with her girls. I think her girls need her. I think Joe's doing the best he can, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't see the girls running, needing a tampon from their dad who can barely, mop the floor. So that scares me a little bit. But, I'm glad she's back. Shelly says, hey, Giselle. And I said, hey, Giselle. YR Charlie says, you got 5 minutes. Tell John I'm here. YRR Charlie, hello. How you doing? John Eric is in guest. Really? Oh, it is. It is. Is it in? It's his dog's account. Let's make Eric a guest. Sorry, can't do that while you're broadcasting. Why can't I? It's not letting me. I keep clicking the button. Make Eric a guest. Connecting. Sorry, we can't do that while you're broadcasting. Is it because you're signed in to Reality Recaps, Eric? If you are, we can't be on the same one, even though I know it says YRR Charlie. It's not letting me. Am I signed in at YRR Charlie? No. We're number one in advice. Lots of advice for the Atlanta Housewives this week on Bravo, huh, people? Did you guys see that one? Eric, FaceTime me, and I will share your video. Click on YR. I did. It won't work. Eric, take the damn day off, says Megan. LOL. Eric never takes the day off. Oh, there
Hi, everybody. Hi, guys. How are you guys doing?
Everyone.
Be nice to John Richardson. He loves you.
That's right.
Even if you can't figure out the guest tab.
I pressed the button. It says it wasn't working. There's just one button.
I might have messed something up. I kept trying to log in as not reality recaps, and it was having issues. I thought I did it correct. Might be me.
Do you want to log in as me? I'll send you my login.
No, I'm as soon as anyone heard I'm on vacation. I just wanted to tell everyone to be hi and be nice to John Richardson, and I love all you guys.
Bye, Eric.
They love you. I'm screaming in a very expensive lobby, and everyone's looking at me.
We're looking at you anyway.
Nobody is screamed. Here, I'm going to give you one topic, John, to talk about.
Okay.
If you need to. I just only want to say this. Hashtag Team Portia, okay? Hashtag Team Portia, and it's nice being on vacation with my husband where he doesn't yell at valet people. So if you'd like to tell that story.
Well, everybody thought I was your husband, and I said that you were cheating on me. Then.
Well, exactly. But I want to say, have a fun show with everybody, John. Yay.
Yay, we will. Bye. Have fun on your vacation.
Okay, love you. Have a great trip.
Love you too. Team Portia. You know, what do we think of Portia? First of all, the violence. I'm sick of the violence. I tweeted it out that the storyline's getting old. We need a better storyline. I don't know if you guys saw, Kyle Richards recently did an interview. You know, we had the first season of Beverly Hills premiere. It was kind of a snoozer a little bit. Not really what we're used to. But, can you guys still hear me? My computer just beeped. I think everything is on. So, she talked about not having Brandy on the show. Good. Not having Kim on the show. And she said the one thing about Brandy that we're not going to see this season is no wine being thrown, no pushing, no physical things against other women. We're just going to see good old drama, good old fashioned drama, that's why we tune into it, right? I think that if you can fight with your words, it's better than fighting with your fists, okay? And we saw the end of the fight with Portia and Cynthia this week, or last night. And yeah, you know, Cynthia felt Portia got in her space and kicked her in the stomach or wherever, in the uterus. We don't know. I don't know where any of those girl parts are. And, you know, Portia flipped out and then someone else has tackled her. She's been tackled again from the show. She's been tackled on a reunion by a man and has been tackled on a boat. And we could see her legs and her white jeans flipping around like an insect legs. And, you know, it just got ugly and it was horrible. And I'm done with it. I'm done with the violence. Like, let's get a storyline. Let's just get regular drama. You know, the one thing I will give the ladies credit is that they made up quickly. You know, it didn't drag it out like Kenya and Portia did, even though that was really bad. But they didn't drag it out. And I love that Cynthia owned it. So we can just wash our hands. Everyone's forgiven each other, and we can move on. All right, the one thing I did forget to do, oh my God, we're over 1,000 likes, everyone. You guys are crazy good. Thank you so much. So the one thing let's do really quick, and I'll pose for a picture with my tea, is let's share the show out. If you haven't done it already, it's a little thing right there that looks like a molecule. And I'll post. And you can share it out to all your friends, invite everyone. All the Bravo stuff. And you know, some of your friends, oh, I don't watch that. I watch reality TV. You watch some of these shows, okay? This is your little guilty pleasure talk session. We can talk through this. We really can. And Cynthia did get Peter to come home. Miss Don Draper says, absolutely. It was nice that he did. She started getting on him a little bit about how hard she kicked him. And I thought it was a little weird, but whatever. Like, just be on her side. Just hold her, hug her. That's all she wants. And then for Cynthia to say that this actually helped her marriage. Miss Don Draper, I want to know what you think of that. Do you think that is a weird answer? She said it helped. Peter came home. Kind of helped things. I don't know. I think that sounds odd. That was a picture. I'm going to save that one, says Lisa Tech Girl. Uh-oh, the picture of me? Oh, no. Make sure I'm using a new product on my face. Good win, weird. All right, Miranda says, yes, old news. She's done. Another thing that is really bizarre is Kim Fields. What do we think of Kim Fields? She's got some crazy hair, first of all, and I love it. And I love what were they saying, like Mad Max Thunderdome with that bun that she had on top of her hair. That was hilarious. But, you know, she's very, and I get it. You don't want to, you know, who wants to be involved in all that physical, violent shit? But she doesn't even want to wear a bikini, like, just, or show any cleavage or anything. She's there for the paycheck. That's it. But I like her. So Susan, and I think you're talking about Kim. Yes, she is definitely there. And I like her. And I think she's going to warm up. Like it took Eileen Davidson on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to kind of warm up a little bit. Of course, not Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna is natural and just out there. Just normal. Yes, so that's what happened with Atlanta. Other than that, I don't think really a whole lot more happened. Nene Leakes is going to be on it. She's not an official housewife this season. She kind of talked smack about it a little bit, which I was shocked by because that's how she got started. Like you never talk down to the way you get started. Lisa says, and then did Kim move there? Kim is supposed to be living there, supposedly. Hi, Susan. Saying hi to everyone, Little Big Red. My bet is Tootie. All right. What else happened? Not much. Oh, but we saw Nene on Watch What Happens Live. And I have to say, I've not been a Nene fan for quite a while. Block who? Block who? We're blocking people now? What are we doing? Who are you? Go away, please. What's going on here? There's some hate in the chat room. I gotta keep talking, people. I'm all by myself. I don't have Glammy. I don't have anyone. All right, so we saw Nene on Watch What Happens Live, and she was really, really great. I actually liked her. She was nice to the other women. She said nice things when things weren't at nice. You know what? I agreed with her. So it wasn't, you know, that big of a thing. Loved Nene. She was absolutely great. I think she's getting great reviews on Chicago. Anna, Taylor is being rude to you and stuff. Who's being rude? Missed that one, but I love her. You gotta see it. I'm sure it's probably on demand. Oh, I don't even know how to block anyone. I tried. A little bit, everybody becoming that good. Thank you. Glad everyone's becoming a fan. Oh, we got some shares. Maximum Mom. I like hanging out with my kid. No manis in months. Over large clothing. No bikini on my body. I like Kim and Real Housewives for once. You know, and Maximus Mom, I have to agree, it's kind of nice that she kind of brings us back down a little bit, right? Where everyone else is insane and having coming out parties for the man they dated for like 5 seconds. And, you know, Kim is giving us, this is realness. I mean, she goes to a booze cruise, right? Which is basically what it was, and brings a buck. She's not a big drinker. So, yeah. Crazy, crazy. Ethan, hey, Ethan. Parawolf says Housewives of Beverly Hills. I want to know what you thought of this episode of Housewives of Beverly Hills. I'm so glad they're back. I think this is going to be a great season. I think a lot of things we've heard about our wonderful Lisa Vanderpump, we're going to start seeing a little bit of that because they see how Lisa kind of controls the situation a little bit. I want to know, how you guys going to miss Brandy? I know my partner in crime, my romantic partner, doesn't want to watch because Brandy's not on it. And what does that say about him? It makes me scratch my head going, am I making good choices for myself? Does anyone watch The Kardashians? Just curious. Oh, ashamed of myself. Susan, you don't have to be ashamed of yourself. Not here. This is your secret group where you can say those things that you want. It's hard for me. I watched the trailer, the trailer of the new season I think before it just started. I believe it just started. And I just, it's hard for me. It's weird because I get sucked in, just like you do. I get sucked in. But then when I'm sucked in, to me, there's no emotions in their face. It's like they're sitting there. I'm just so worried about Chloe. Oh, you know, Chloe, we all got this group text thing going on, and I'm worried about Chloe. And I'm not feeling the sincerity, you know. What's the one? Not, is it Kendall Jenner, one of the Jenner sisters, not the one that's the model for Victoria's Secrets, but the other one. She had Kim had a full conversation with her, and that one pretty much had her head in a cereal bowl and barely looked up. Like, I don't get it. It's just so funny. But the thing that I'm seeing is with the Kardashians is Caitlyn. I'm going to call her Caitlyn Kardashian, not Caitlyn Jenner. Caitlyn Kardashian. You know, Caitlyn's voting Republican. Oh my gosh. She's voting Republican. She's not really understanding that whole issue, the transgender issue and all of that. I was hoping, it sounded like when I watched her series, some of that was going to get in there. As far as educating herself, unfortunately, she's the spokesperson or the face of it, regardless if she wants it or not. And now it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot. So I'm going to call her Caitlyn Kardashian because she's a Kardashian. We're going to see her on this next season, and I don't know. Kim's running her son Saint. Oh, Kim's naming her son Saint. Really? Saint, huh? Okay. Saint West? Saint West. Sounds like a ship. Like a boat or something. Maybe it's a yacht. Poor kid. Saint. Oh. Saint West. I pray to Saint West. Give me the strength to last another season of the Kardashians. Where's the North? So we've got, no, that's right, we got Northwest and now Saint West. Why couldn't we have East West or, yeah. We could have been like a compass, like a Kardashian compass. Reggie said he played for the Saints. Okay. My favorite is Chloe. My favorite was Chloe too until this whole Lamar thing happened in the brothel and everything, and then she's lost all the weight. Chloe was ours. And I agree with Amy Schumer said this in her stand-up, and I absolutely agree. Southwest, I love that, Michelle. Chloe was ours, and I think now she's not ours anymore. I think the Kardashians have her now for good. You know, I think we're done. But yes, if I had to pick, it would probably be Chloe. CK says, patron saint of lip injections and Botox. I like that. Just do that. But Beverly Hills is going to be good. I want to talk a little bit about Yolanda for a minute. You know, some of the things that Kyle said about her. Kyle was on Watch What Happens Live in the clubhouse with Andy, and, you know, kind of added more information about, you know, the whole comment she said about, you know, a woman going out in Beverly Hills without a stitch of makeup. I mean, ask Eric. He doesn't even do a show without a stitch of makeup. But, you know, I kind of see her point, and I don't know. I mean, I get Yolanda is been sick. She's totally been sick. Maximus' mom, I know. I was mad at David too. You know, he has spent, I think the reports are almost $500,000 on just special treatments for her. She tweets out all of her social media, says, you know what, we just grew apart. It kind of makes me think, did we grow apart because I've been sick and you're still doing your foundation and you're jet setting over here? And I think even the time he was in Seattle. Yeah. I didn't see him. I didn't hang out with him. I would have asked him if I was, but I didn't. Oh no, Debbie M, you're never late. I'm sorry you have a cold. I hope you feel better. But you know, Yolanda, did she go out? I mean, I'm not doubting that doesn't have Lyme disease. I think something's going on. I think she doesn't feel like herself. I think that would be horrible to not feel that way. But you know, as far as a show, and let's all put our producer hats on for a minute. And if we were going to produce the Housewives of Beverly Hills, I mean, do we want to say, Yolanda, maybe you don't wear makeup to Lisa's party because this is your storyline kind of thing? You know, a lot of her Instagram pictures, we see her getting treatments. We now see her in the Beverly Hills condo talking to a good friend with an IV in her arm. I mean, it's getting just like it's been progressively worse. And I don't know, is this something maybe people are saying, and we're going to see this season on Beverly Hills, she's kind of playing this up a little bit. And I hate to say it. I mean, we just got off the cancer train with Vicki. And now what? Now we're on the Lyme disease train with Yolanda because it seems like it's gotten progressively worse. I don't know. I think Yo-Yo, Carol says, I think Yo-Yo has depression as well with Lyme disease. Also her kids, Bella, and Answer have Lyme disease now. I heard that too. I saw that they have it. I don't really know if it's contagious or not. And if they do, I mean, are there different kinds of strains of Lyme disease? It sounds like maybe that there are. it's just awful. It's just so awful. And I do think that she's been battling this a lot. And I think that, you know, you start to get into this thing, this little cycle of wanting to find the best treatments. But then I think at some point too, you have to tell yourself, you know what, this is it. This is my life, and I'm going to try to make the best of it as I can. I'm not going to have great days. I'm going to have to probably take some naps throughout the day because I don't have a lot of energy. But yeah, okay, Lisa D Tech Girl says it's not contagious. I don't know how her girls got it. Maybe they were on the same. Maybe her depression. Destiny says maybe her depression. She's going through a lot. She is going through a lot. I don't know. I think that, you know, you can kind of, you know, get too wrapped up into finding this cure. She definitely just needs to kind of accept it. You know, I've never suffered from something like that myself, thank goodness. But I remember a few years ago, I had slipped and hit my funny bone, and we all know that's not funny. And probably about a couple weeks later, I had lost some feeling in these two fingers. And, you know, I write with this hand. I do everything with this hand, okay? And, just teasing, I'm not. And so, chopsticks, pen, everything, I could not do it anymore. And I was told I had to have surgery. I finally had realized from a chiropractor, from my doctor, that I had nerve damage. And I didn't know, they didn't know if it was from a vertebrae or from what. And I remember laying down on this table, and I had rain boots on. I had like galoshes because I live in Seattle. It's raining all the time. And I'm laying there, and my partner, all he can see is the doctor's back with the white coat on and just my boots, just on the table. And what they had to do is they had to stick needles into my arm. And they could find veins because I'm not a drug addict, people. And they had to shock my nerves to see if it was coming from a vertebrae or if it was coming from here or exactly where the nerve damage was. And they had to do it at least 5 times. Well, every time they did it, they electrocuted me. My boots would flare up and shake. And my partner was so horrified that this was happening that I was literally being electrocuted in front of him. But you know what? What was so great about that is it determined where the damage was. I worked with a chiropractor. It took about a year. But you know what? I can do everything with my hand again. Is there some numbness sometimes? Absolutely. But you learn to live with it. And that's my point. We have to kind of learn to live with it a little bit. Tracy says, I broke my wrist over the summer and got nerve damage in my thumb. I can't move it like before. But Tracy, you have to kind of accept that that's what it is and still live a healthy, happy, productive life. And I think that's something we need our yo-yo to do because we love our yo-yo. I was upset. I don't know if I was more upset about Yolanda selling the house or her split from David Foster because of the refrigerator. And all of you guys, if you people in the chat room don't realize, I haven't seen Beverly Hills, Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yolanda had a refrigerator that looked like a display case. And in it, she had baskets on glass shelves with just oranges and lemons of all of the countries and bananas. And everything looked like a display. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. In fact, there's even, I think, a Twitter, Yolanda's fridge. And that fridge was everything. And when I heard that they were selling the house, I think I was more upset. Is that bad? Am I bad? I'm gay, obviously. But am I bad? Because that fridge was just everything. It was wonderful. Yes, everybody is loving the fridge too. Yes. She needed some meat in it though. I think there were some things we didn't see. I mean, they would show it quickly, but yeah. And I think that she had a separate, like, pull-out drawer refrigerator by a cover that maybe looked like a dishwasher. that had like the meat in it, but all of like the produce and the onions and all that stuff was there. Just, it was breathtaking. You're not bad for being gay. Thank you so much. I don't know. My heart's still there, but sometimes I too can be a little dishing the tea on tea time. All right, so we saw Yolanda at Lisa Rinna's party. Everybody was saying that she didn't look well. Well, she didn't look well. I mean, we could see that too. And, you know, I hope we see Yolanda looking like herself, going on trips this season. I love Yolanda, and we want the best for her. These other new housewives, we didn't really see them on the first episode. I don't know. What do you guys think of them? Have you guys seen their intro videos on Debbie John's gay? You know, what? It's my coming out party. But the one that says with the money and the glitter, how much money is Yo-Yo going to get from David Foster? I think she's going to get a lot. He's worth how much? Let's look that up right now. I know we're in a live broadcast, but I don't care. David Foster's net worth. $30 million. And California is a community property state. So is Washington. What John's my hubby, son the wife is always the last to know. I don't know. I think it's sad with David and Yolanda. And she says that they grew apart and just to respect their journey. That's what she tweeted out. I don't know. It's tough, you know. I mean, aren't you supposed to be like married for better, for worse? I mean, this is bad. Supposed to stick around. Crafty Chicks is only 30. Thought David had more. I did too. I mean, I think Lisa Vanderpump is worth more. Let's take a look at that. Lisa Vanderpump. Oh, there it is. Lisa Vanderpump. Yeah, she's worth more twice. Lisa Vanderpump, $65 million. I better watch what I say about her. She could burn me to the ground. Vanderpump is like 60, 65, Miss Don Draper. Yeah. David Foster has to be worth $500 million. Did I read it wrong? It says million. If you type in David Foster's net worth, Miss Don Draper, I want to know. It says $30 million. Let's see what Yo-Yo's is worth. Yolanda Foster. Yeah, it's 30. She's going to get half, probably, because of community property. Absolutely. Don't you and Eric go? Redheaded Michelle says, didn't you and Eric go into Pump and it was bad, right? Okay, so we did go into Pump last year, beginning of this year. It all just kind of melts together, doesn't it? We did. The food was great. First of all, we've heard a lot on Vanderpump Rules about the sangria. Let me tell you something. The sangria is fantastic, okay? Lisa's sangria is really, really good. Had the sangria. Eric even had the sangria, and Eric doesn't drink a whole lot. The only thing that was bad was the service. Like, the people at Pump, the guys, they're cute. Everyone's good looking. The food is really good. The service, not so much. Have you been to Sir? I went to Sir to go have a drink at Sir, Shelley, and I ran into Jax and I got a picture with him outside. He literally had that beat up truck and was emptying like, I don't know if they were emptying stuff. Like he was like running supplies into Sur. And I took a picture with him, but it happened to be closed. So no, I haven't been to Sur yet, but I've been outside of Sur. I should tweet those pictures out again because it's pretty funny. But Jax is super cute. Oh my God, Jax is hot. Jax is a mess, but Jax is a good looking mess. And another thing we've learned this episode of Pump, right, is James is a big old mess. And they're calling James the new Jax. Do you guys agree with that? Everyone check out a second in hashtag advice. Everyone checked out a second? Skyberry. Go to second place guy. He is funny. Amal, there better be not somebody telling people to go to another show. Okay. Yep, James is a mess. James is. Now listen, James is a good looking mess. Now listen, and ladies, and guys, it doesn't even matter. Okay, you know, it's one thing. You know, everyone's an adult, a consenting adult. But, you know, if you've got someone like Jax or James, you know, I think the confusion is that, oh, we want to date you, we just want to settle down, burpity, burp, burp, burp. You know, if you just want to screw me, just tell me. Just tell me so that I, as an adult, can make a rash decision on whether I want to do that or not. But don't sit there and linger the dating and this and the settling down. I think that's what the problem is. That's the confusion. And it drives me nuts. If we're all adults, if you want to screw, let's just screw, okay? Whatever, no big deal. You know, just don't have a disease. I don't want to buy a cream later on from my doctor or my pharmacist. You know, just that's what it is. I mean, I think even you ladies, wouldn't it be nice and refreshing and just have the honesty of just like, you know what? You are so hot. I want to screw you. I just got out of a relationship with Kristen and I don't want one. I just want to have sex with you. I mean, that would be like, okay, let me think about that. Can I have another drink? Absolutely, let's screw. You know, I mean, who cares? Who cares the what? Hashtag screw, Megan. Hashtag screw, who cares the what? Like, that would just be kind of refreshing. I think we might even have more respect. I mean, I think, Miranda, thank you. I would have more respect for that, right? If somebody just was like, you know what? You are very attractive. I can't stop looking at you. I'm sorry. I'm breaking up right now with the person I'm with. Hello? Let's break up. Okay. I would love to screw. Can we screw now? You know, like some honesty, some blanket honesty would be awesome, right? John, you had a breakup recently. Debbie, I didn't. Not with myself, or with my partner. But I just think, you know, I mean, they even had like a poll on Watch What Happens Live, like, would you date James? And everyone's like, no, wouldn't date James. Of course, I wouldn't date James either. I mean, even if he was bi or gay or whatever, I wouldn't either. But then again, is the question, would you have sex with James? James is a good looking guy. We got a sexy Brit who's DJing, partying, having fun. Guys like that are fun. There's a difference. I think if we take the dating out, let's be real with how we feel and our bodies, we might have a different answer from most people. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know, Kristen is still on the show, doesn't work there. Lala and her, we got to see them kind of talk a little bit. Kristen was saying, yeah, James is calling you a slut, and you're so easy, and da-da-da-da-da. You know, and of course, I mean, the way it all went down, or the edit, or whatever you want to call it, I would have believed it too. I don't know. Everyone's kind of not like Lala. I don't know what you guys think of Lala. I don't mind her. I think she's kind of funny, actually. James has a little ego, is out of control. Love how he dumped Crazy Girl. Too funny, says Susan. Yes, but I think yeah. Oh, Crazy Girl, you mean Kristen. Absolutely. Lala is okay, says Della. Lala's a loser, says Kosnick. Miss Draper, I love Lala. She put James in his place. And we love that. And again, that's my whole, I'm on my soapbox, my James soapbox. You know, if he was just open and honest, would that be okay? Same with Jax. But Jax just, it shocks me. It shocks me. And I get it. I get the whole, I like Jax too. Listen, I've seen him in person. The way his little charisma in his eyes on TV, it's magnified like 50 times in person, okay? When you see him, he says hi to you and he's looking at you. Yeah, he's got it's this, the whole energy, everything is I get it. And I get why people are giving him so many chances because he does put his foot in it all the time. But I think after a certain amount of time, it kind of wears off, right? Like you can only be forgiving for so much. And I just don't get the Toms being so forgiving with him. It's just insane. Susan says, I can't remember their names. John, sorry, John. Just getting here. Love your background, says Big Zilla. Hey, Big Zilla. Thank you, darling. Yes, and I'm dreading it. What is Jax going to do when he turns 40? He's hoeing to freak out. He could be a bigger whore. We don't know. I mean, that's the thing. He could be getting younger girls. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, do we want a 40-year-old bartender at Sir? I mean, not only what is he going to do with his life, with companionship, but as far as a job, I mean, shouldn't he be managing the place by now? Miss Dunn Draper, John, what do you think about Shay's drug alcohol addiction? Do you think Sheena is handling it the right way? Oh my gosh, Miss Dunn Draper, you ask the hard-hitting questions. You should be sitting right next to me doing this show of advice of Bravo celebrities, I guess. You know, what we saw last week on the show, I did not agree with Sheena. I don't think that, hey, Allison, hey, everybody. I don't think that she was handling that great at the time, promising never to take a pill, only drinking in moderation. I mean, you know, people in my life, I have struggled with addiction. I've experienced with it. So the whole thing that I have learned with it, and I am not a licensed therapist. Let's just put that there right now. But I'll tell you is you either are or you are not is kind of what I've learned. And, you know, unfortunately, if you are, you can't casually drink. You can't have a pill. You can't do any of that. You have a predisposition to it. And I think when we saw that episode, it was kind of like 4 or 5 months ago. Sheena was on Watch What Happens Live and says that he hasn't had a drink, but he's in a program and he's doing really well. And that she did see how she sounded, and it wasn't that way. So I think they are doing pretty good, and I hope that they are. He was there in the audience supporting her during her Watch What Happens Live appearance. So, yeah, I think as much attention as Vanderpump gets, I think it's good to show this, especially with 30-somethings in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, because everyone's partying, everyone's doing it. I just hope it's done the right way. I hope as we see the progression of the season with Sheena and Shay, that we see them doing the right thing with that and handling it and going to meetings and getting a sponsor and doing that and just getting support. Koznick says, what about Lisa Rinna saying that her daughter is the only one of her and her friends' kids working now, but the Hassad girls, Farrah, Britt, Pandora, Well, I think Lisa meant as far as teenagers, because we know Gigi's not a teenager. Um, the other sister, I forgot her name. They're gorgeous. Yolanda's daughters are working. Her son's working. They're adults. Pandora's an adult. We learned she's handling the sangria globally for Lisa. I think as maybe teenagers, that one young one working in a deli, like other celebrity children her age aren't working. And there's a lot of it. I'm from LA. You see a ton of that all the time. Susan, I think she is delusional, and if she thinks her idea of a new diet and whatever is going to help cause that pill addiction is not a joke. I don't understand the diet. Amanda Zuckerman's here. Oh my God. My graced with Amanda's presence. Yeah, again, like I said, with the whole pill thing and how casual it was, I think because that was 4-5 months ago, they're hopefully doing better. And he has support, and that's the thing that I've learned. I just want them to do it correctly. And you know what else I'd love to see too is I would love to see a show, that portrayed 30-somethings, 20-somethings, 30-somethings in LA actually not drinking too much or partying, because everyone's doing it. Everyone's out. Everyone's hooking up with each other. No one really wants to settle down because as they're making out with somebody, they're looking over their shoulder because they don't want to miss anything. They don't want to pretend they're, there could be something else better on the horizon, and you never know. Susan says Shade's boyfriend is addicted to pills, is what I was saying. Sorry for the confusion. No worries. Yes. So Sheena's husband, boyfriend. Yeah. Absolutely. Amanda, they're going crazy for you, girl. Parawolf says, I'm such a homeboy and going out like that is not fun for me. LOL. Yeah, and it's not. And it's fun to have a little buzz here and there every now and then, but to get completely wasted. We've seen James just drink and just poison themselves. And I would love to see a show that shows maybe 30-somethings doing it right. Maybe seeing them, they're models, they're actors, but I see them on Lisa Vanderpump's photo shoots. I don't see them on maybe other ones, like Tom has one here and there, but I don't see a whole lot of them. And I can't imagine a photo shoot not wanting some extra publicity on having cameras for a pretty successful reality show. So, I don't know how much they are working. We know that Tom, Katie's fiance, Schmutz, whatever, worked at Pump for 15 seconds and couldn't handle it and ended up walking out. So, we'll see. But I would love to see that. I would love to see 30-somethings doing it right. I would love to see them waiting tables. I would love to see them going on auditions. I would love to see them getting parts and just not being the kind of the norm of going out all the time in LA. Maximus Mom says, I think Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused equals Jax. I get older the schoolgirl stays the same age. They're all the same. Jax is like the guy when you're in high school, right? And you're at the popular kids party and everything else. And then there's those ones that have graduated, and they've graduated high school, yet they're still they still come to the parties and they're still trying to scam on the girls. Like he's that person, but now like 10 years. It's like, and unfortunately it's starting to catch up with them a little bit. I don't know if it's because we all have most of us may have HD TVs. I do. And you see every little thing. Jax isn't looking as fresh as I saw him just a couple years ago in person. I don't know. Yes, conquer thy issues with going so fast. Yes, I do remember the show 30 something. Oh my gosh. We should bring that back, but in Hollywood. Hollywood's 30 something. Um, Top Shift started last week, 2 episodes. It's great. Is it great? Because I know they're in California, and I know that the host of it, what is beautiful Indian Pashmin Lakla, she was on The View, and she had a horrible experience with Ann Coulter, which she expressed on Watch What Happens Live about wanting to slap her. Horrible. But good. We're 2 seasons in, and I'm glad that that it's good, because I want to see that too, especially with all the cooking I'm doing this holiday season. I've been finishing up The Housewives of Cheshire. I don't know if you've seen some of my tweets on social media, on Twitter, but it's a train wreck, people. It's the outfits. It is like getting in a time machine and going to 88, 92. I mean, and their accents are something. The Housewives of Australia, or what is it? Sydney. The accents are thick, and but I get it. I can understand them. Cheshire, and Ladies of London, have no problem with the accents, but Cheshire has, even in their intros, their accents are a little thick. But one of them, and a couple episodes ago, had a party where she served the girls with shirtless guys, and they were in their outfits, and the decor, everything. It looked like a bad 80s porno, like a softcore porn. It just did not look good. But it's funny. I guess it's kind of entertaining. I know Glammy doesn't like it very much. Unfortunately, Glammy, I guess, couldn't make the show and do a surprise guest. Miranda Kate says, I gave John all my likes. Good, Miranda. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. And I'm giving you all my love. Miss Dawn Draper says, Cheshire is hard to understand them. Oliver Twist. Thank God. I don't even know how to work my closed captioning, but that's a good idea. And it is like Oliver Twist. Hello, can I get some porridge, please? It's tough. I mean, again, even if you just go online and look at their, on YouTube or wherever, on Bravo, and listen to their intros, it's tough to understand. John, will you be surprise guests here? John, were all your surprise guests here? Not all of them were. Glammy, we wanted to see her, but we did not get to. Do you watch Couples Therapy? I'm 2 episodes behind Susan, but I love it. And guess who I love even more on Couples Therapy is my big aunt from Mob Wives. That starts in January. I love her and her husband. I love them even more after doing this. I agree. Brian Bigzilla. She's with the big dogs and needs to keep up. And the strays on the porch. Okay, I think I missed something there. Anything good tonight? Chatters? Anything good to watch? Oh my God, I love Mom Wives. Me too. We talk about everything. Bravo shows. We talk about anything. Marriage Boot. Oh, I like Marriage Boot Camp too, Tess. Shh. That's a shh too. I get it. Okay, Love and Kindness. Chrisley knows best. Love him. Love him, love him, love him. It's so hard to articulate him because, he's flamboyant. He has money. He's successful. But he's just great. And I love that he owns it. And he's been on Watch What Happens Live. And he is. Miss John Draper, he is the bomb. I love him too. I think he's hilarious. I love how he talks about the daughters' pageants and their outfits and everything else. And that wife just sits there laughing. Hilarious. So hilarious. Definitely like him. All right. Good. Susan agrees too. What else on Bravo? I know that we've talked about Vicky Gumbelson for since last week. But Brianna, I guess, has had surgery. She's checked into the Mayo Clinic this week. She's, we're all crossing our fingers. I don't know if we need a statement from the Mayo Clinic that she's actually been there. Della says, okay, John, I have to go, but we'll see the rest of the show later. Della, thank you so much for going. Later, everybody. Oh my gosh, are we already at that time? Honey boo, I can't even look at a picture. Yeah, that's not good. Love Brianna too. We want her to be well after everything that's happened with Vicky. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going back and forth on social media about whether Vicky's going to return or not, whether it's her choice or not. I don't know if it will be. A lot of the women, including Shannon, says that they won't film with her. That's not a good sign. You got to be on film with the other cast. It's not good. I think with her one-on-one with Andy, like we talked about last week, really, she should have just owned it. Right? Isn't that what we want? Just own it. Whether we're kicking each other or, spreading lies, just if you're caught in it, just own it. Period. That's the advice we're giving today here. Since we're number one in advice. Queen Betsy, wow, there is nothing to watch tonight. I have to check on some horror movies. I know. Why do I like watching horror movies too? We were talking about Krampus earlier in the show. Maybe we should all check that one out. All right, guys, we are at the top of the hour. Thank you so much. We have over 1,300 likes because of you. I really appreciate you being here. I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm everywhere at Comedy Jonah on social media. You tweet me, Facebook me, whatever you want to do. I'll be back Wednesday for the Survivor Show, hopefully with a special guest. We'll definitely be taking guests to kind of chime in on the episode. Hopefully we'll see more with Kelly Wentworth. And don't forget to follow Eric. He's in Vegas. He's going to be jumping in and out doing broadcasts. So make sure you follow Reality Recaps on Twitter and go to our site at yourrealityrecaps.com/Bravo for all our Bravo content and just all of our content, period. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Love you, love you, love you. Yay. See you Wednesday. Bye, everybody.